The Island Intermediate School of Communication and Fine Arts offers a variety of classes that allow students to explore and curate in their own area of choice. Two choices available can make any student doubt or not be sure what they want.
I chose to be in journalism because in middle school I was that one kid that was like really good at essays, and I would correct everyone's essays. So my teachers would actually tell me that I have like a way with words and everything. So I kind of just gravitated to what I was good at, and that's writing.
Students find their hobbies and interests can be developed into a career of choice and even in their own lifestyle.
Or second grade when I first did my first play.
Okay.
And yeah, ever since then I've just been in love with it. And I want to learn more and better myself.
In the progress, students define their goals and find their place in fine arts or communication field.
My goal is to be the best at it as much as I can.
VMT has plenty of choices for students to pick. The most important thing is to find what you love and something you want to explore. For VMT News, this is Selina Flores.
October 30th at around 5:20 p.m. when officers received a call regarding a shooting at the 200 block of E. Olive. When officers arrived, they found 62-year-old Samuel Mendez Sr. and 37-year-old Samuel Mendez Jr. with gunshot wounds. Mendez Sr. was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, Mendez Jr. was taken to a local hospital in critical condition. Authorities are continuing to search for Gilbert Jerry Mendez. He is considered to be armed and dangerous. Officers did confirm that both victims were shot, and they believe the situation was the end result of a domestic disturbance. So far, no arrests have been made, and the Laredo Police Department Crimes Against Persons Unit is handling the investigation. Gunfire erupted at a Halloween party in Texas Saturday night, which resulted in at least one fatality and 9 injuries. Police said the shooting occurred late Sunday at an event center in Texarkana, a small town located on the Texas border. Police said they estimate at least a couple hundred people were in the venue when shots rang out. Officers arrived to find a large number of people running from the building, with several inside suffering from gunshot wounds. According to authorities, the 10 people were transported to nearby hospitals. Police said sadly a 20-year-old man later died at the hospital. His name has not yet been released. Police said the injuries of the 9 others did not appear to be life-threatening. The suspected gunman, identified by police as Kentu McElroy, 21, was arrested Sunday morning. McElroy turned himself in after investigators obtained an arrest warrant and launched a search contacting several family members and his friends. Police said he was booked into the bi-state jail for 1 count of felony aggravated assault. Additional charges are expected to be filed on Monday. Police said the suspect had fled the scene in an unknown vehicle after the shooting, leading to a manhunt. A motive is still unknown for the shooting, but a preliminary investigation revealed that there may have been a disturbance at the party. Police said an investigation is ongoing. A plane crashed in Texas after it rolled through a fence and caught fire. The Boston-bound aircraft carrying more than 20 people crashed while taking off at Houston Executive Airport on Tuesday morning. Officials said all passengers and crew were safely removed with at least 1 minor injury. The information we have at this time indicates that the plane did not attain altitude at the end of the runway and went across Moreland Road. coming to a rest in the field just north the airport when it caught on fire. The judge said one person reported back pain. According to the Post, another person had respiratory issues. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, spokesman Sergeant Stephen Woodard was at the crash site. Both were transported to a hospital but later returned to the airport. Sergeant Woodard said there were 18 passengers, 2 pilots and an attendant on board. He had earlier said that there were 22 people on the plane. The youngest passenger was 10 years old. According to the sergeant, the fire had been extinguished. Sergeant Woodard said, Republican Glenn Youngkin defeated Democrat Terry McAuliffe in the Virginia governor's race, becoming the first Republican to win statewide office there since 2009. Republican Glenn Youngkin celebrated his win in the Virginia governor's race early Wednesday, November 3 morning, taking the stage in Chantilly to Norman Grimbaum's Spirit in the Sky at 1:05 a.m. Youngkin delivered a shortened version of his stump speech discussing his agenda for his first day in office in January, starting with education, the topic that animated many of Youngkin's crowd. One day, we're going to work, he said. We're going to restore excellence in our school. He said he would seek the largest education budget in Virginia's history for teachers, races, and will launch an expansive school choice program, including new charter schools. A crowd surged at a Houston Music Festival on Friday, November 5th, crushed concertgoers as they were left trampled and gasping for air, struggling to survive against a wall of people pressing forward toward the stage. Police are investigating the potential cause of the surge, which occurred at the Astroworld Festival at NRG Park and led to the deaths of 8 people, as well as many more injured. The show continued for 40 minutes after initial reports of spectators being harmed reached first responders. Footage from the concert's live stream also showed an apparent confusion as an ambulance pulled into the crowd before finishing the concert. Concertgoers Nick Johnson and Angel Rodriguez told CNN Scott stopped the show on at least 3 occasions to ask for help for those in the crowd. When asked why the show was not stopped sooner, Finner cited potential rioting when you have a group that's young and a crowd of roughly 50,000 people. Finner said there was a discussion between promoters, the fire department, the police department, and NRG officials, but stopping the event. More details are still unfolding on this case. We will be right back with more stories and weather.
Pick up, stand up, stop cyberbullying today.
Good morning. Today's forecast is 79 degrees Fahrenheit. It will be cloudy and we will have some sunshine. There is 22% chances of rain and winds from the southeast at 13 miles per hour. Now, as you prepare for the weekend, we'll start on Friday with 81 degrees and Saturday with 78 degrees and Sunday with 77 degrees. The whole weekend will be a nice, cool, and great time to do activities outside. That's all we have for the weather today. Stay tuned for more news. Thank you for being with us.
During the day.
In sports, this past week was an interesting one in the NFL as a final undefeated team failed, and the NFC continued to look like the superior conference. Of course, the Dallas Cowboys are among the NFC's elites and had arguably the most impressive win of their season, all things considered. Where do the Cowboys rank this week, given their continued success and teams ahead of them falling just a bit with losses? As we do every week, we have put together our power rankings for the National Football League and collected how people around the national media feel about America's team winning the way the Cowboys did on Sunday night, was something that we haven't seen from this team in a long time. If they can battle adversity without Dak Prescott, they can do anything. Welcome to the top. Now, to the story of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the legendary quarterback has now lost his last 3 regular season games against New Orleans since his move to Florida after the Saints beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 36-27. On Sunday, Brady, who was on the winning side in the divisional playoff meeting last season, threw 4 touchdowns against the Saints, but despite dragging his side back from a heavy deficit, could not get the job done. With 5 minutes and 44 seconds left, the 44-year-old threw a 50-yard touchdown pass to Cyril Garrison, which looked to have the Buccaneers underway, but it wasn't to be. With just 1 minute and 24 seconds on the clock, Saints safety P.J. Williams intercepted Brady and ran 40 yards for a touchdown to help seal a thrilling victory over the Super Bowl champions. Now, the final sports story. Every time the Houston Astros have put a stinker of an offensive performance this postseason, they've come storming back, reminding everyone why they topped all of the basketball in runs scored this season. The Astros came back to life on Sunday night for a 9-5 win over the Atlanta Braves in Game 5 of the World Series. The victory was sparked by the heart of the Astros' offensive power, with Jose Altuve racking up 2 hits, Michael Brantley walking twice and tallying a hit, Carlos Correa collecting 3 hits and 2 RBIs, Yuli Gurriel scoring 2 runs on 3 hits while knocking in a run, and Alex Bregman tallying a big RBI base hit after entering Game 5, hitting 1 for 14 in the first 4 games of the series.
Ever feel tired during the day? Feel like you have no energy? Well, try a new tasty drink. The drink that makes you 10 times stronger, faster, and smarter. Anyone can drink it, even your grandma. All you have to do are 3 easy steps. Grab yourself a glass of water, add 3 drops of our blue super drops. Mix and drink and enjoy. And so you won't ever feel tired again.
New Marvel movies, Eternals, came out in theaters on November 5th, 2021, and is now reviews as the worst Marvel movie according to CinemaScore, and it scored a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. But the movie has a bunch of off mixes feelings about it, so it's up to you to decide if it's good or not. British singer Adele has announced a release date for her new album. It's called 30, and it will come out November 19th, 2021. She was asked what her album was going to be about, and all she said was divorce. So look forward to the 19 for her new songs for over 6 years. Squid Game, a South Korea drama, is one of the Netflix biggest series launch with over 111 million viewed accounts since its debut on September 17th. And now the creator of the show has confirmed the season 2, saying, "But I will say this, there will indeed be a second season. It's in my head right now, and I'm planning process currently, and we'll look out for any more details that come out." And that's all we have for you today. My name is Eduardo Gayot here at VMT News, and we will see you next time. Have a good day.